Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 70 of Direwolf20's Let's Play OceanBlock series. Where today I am gonna see how much trouble I can get into. Trying to amp up even further some of these automations that we need to get going in order to really hit what we need to hit. We need to make some pretty ridiculous stuff, if I'm being honest. Last episode, we got, kind of our first couple ultimate singularities going on. At this point, I have most of the singularities running pretty quickly, with the exception of the three here: Wyvern, Energy Core, Supremium, Coal, and Tesseract. Those three seem to be like the ones that take the longest, and that was the whole goal of automating everything and going nuts with it and playing with it a bunch to kind of feel out which ones take the longest, right? So our Wyvern Energy Core obviously coming in slowly but surely. I think the main slowdown there might be diamonds, but also a little bit of Draconium Essence kind of hold me up there. With Tesseracts, it might just be like the actual crafting process itself is a little bit slow. And I'm low on silver. I should probably do something about that. Do we even have silver essence going on here? We super don't even have silver seeds. Well, that's a problem we're gonna have to solve, because sooner than later we're gonna have to deal with that. And then the last one that's actually the slowest of the slow is Supremium Coal here. And as you can see, it's coming in steady. I've amped it up a little bit. So let me talk to you guys about some of the changes that I made between episodes to kind of speed things up. First off, I made a dedicated Supremium crafter that you insert 4 inferium essence, so the 4 tier 1 essence gets out to 1 red. And the way I have this set up is when it crafts the Prudentium, it puts it in the internal. When it crafts the Tertium, it puts it in the internal. When it crafts the Imperium, it puts it in the internal. And then when it crafts the Supremium, it does external C so that the Master Infusion Crystal stays. And also, definitely make sure to lock these 3 items here, because otherwise if you craft a bunch at a time, it's going to fill up this inventory with green and then not have room to craft the dark green, orange, or blues. So having those 3 there is going to be helpful. So that just makes it a little bit faster, because what was happening before when I was crafting this is it was basically, inserting a bunch, waiting for it to export, get back into the refined storage system, insert another bunch, wait for it to export. It was slower, right? There was some slowness to it. So that's one thing I did between episodes to speed things up. As you can see, I've also kind of filled in my farm here. And one thing that I did do is set up a quick little player simulator to tick accelerate this farm block. And as you can see, it does a pretty good job. It runs pretty quickly. Power actually is a little bit of a problem. I'm having trouble getting enough power into this thing to keep it running at all times. It's bound to the crystal up there, and it's set up to receive. And I even have underneath here one of these guys. And I think I tried putting multiple flux points and stuff on it. Let me try throwing one more flux point onto the bottom of this bad boy. But no amount of anything that I've been doing has made it keep up with the speed that it needs to keep up with, but that's okay. So long story short, can barely keep enough power into this thing. I'm assuming that he has a limit to how much power he's allowed to accept, and we're just, going beyond that. But either way, it's producing lots of inferium essence for us, right? Lots of inferium essence. So it's doing a good job. And every now and then I've been swapping it out. So like if I'm desperate for like diamonds or something like that, I'll just swap the seed that's on that spot, and that particular planter will be tick accelerated. Cool. So let me get some silver seeds here real quick, just because I can tell that I'm going to need that. So let me get a couple tertium. And mystical seeds, we want the prosperity seeds base. That looks cool. And let's get ready to see how much further we can press the limits of making resources in this pack. So one thing I wanted to play with today, just to see what's up, because even though we've got such a crazy speed there, we're still not producing quite enough inferium essence. As you can see, like we're waiting for more and more to show up, and then eventually we get enough, and boom, it crafts. So I want to see how much further we can press that limit. Let's also make sure that we have some silver planted there, so that looks good. I'm thinking I might even want to get something else. Let's see. Let's do this, and then you're cool with that, and okay, good. Let me swap out this dude real quick. Get some of that cooking. Now, while that goes, I wanted to set up this bad boy. Actually, I might put you right here. That should be good. Cool. Acceleration wand in fastest mode. Don't forget to switch this to fastest mode, because the default, as we know, is the fast mode, and that's not good enough. I want to see what it would look like to tick accelerate one of these, both in terms of RF cost. So what I might even do, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do something like this, so that he don't have no more powers. You can do... No, I don't want that there, because obviously that's where my thingy is going to go. Let's put you in the... probably just do this, and then disconnect this bad boy. I want to know exactly how much RF a tick you're using, right? I think that seems like a good plan. Cool. I've been avoiding doing this just because I'm concerned about the RF costs, but then I remembered that I've got this giant orb, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, is probably full. Yep, definitely 100% full. 2.1 trillion RF stored in that thing. I think we're okay. I don't know what happens when my stuff fills up, but you know, I guess that I could put the reactor set to on, but then you're just gonna toggle on and off, aren't you? Yeah, auto mode can stay. Alright. And then what we want is from this dude. And it's occurring to me that I should probably have put all these things inside of a compact machine, because starting to look at my frame rates, it's starting to struggle a bit. And I think a big part of it is this. So we're going to have to figure out what our plan's going to be for dealing with that problem. Alright, here goes nothing. You're going to sneak click. You're going to be 1 tick per second and Boolean true. Wow, that's pretty bananas. That's not bad. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Yeah, I like that. What's that, about a second or two for a stack? Are you even keeping up? That's really the question. Do you need more than one flux point, maybe? Because I'm looking at the power on the tooltip here, and it's like, yeah. I think we might want 2 of these. Is it making a difference, you think? Looking at the RF measure on the top, it seems like it is, but I can't tell if it's going any faster. So talk to me about inferium. Are we still not keeping up? Because that's kind of cool. That is kind of hilarious that we're still not keeping up with it. I am surprised to see that, my friends. Surprisingly, yeah, that is not fast enough. Okay. That's cool, though. That's cool, though. But how's this thing coming along? Not that fast, huh? Wow, that's almost nutty that it's not fast enough. Like, how are you not fast enough? That's what I want to know. If I remove this... This is, like, actually doing something, right? Yeah. We're getting like an extra stack every 2 seconds or so. And it's still not fast enough to keep up with my needs. I mean, it's definitely better than nothing, but still. Alright, so let's try this. You ready? I'm going to try something a little different here. I'm going to go ahead and let you reconnect. I'm going to get another player interface and another wand. Let's do 2 of these. Why build 1 when you can build 2 for twice the price? Oh, well, there's part of the problem. Did I remove that? I might have, like a smart person who's not that smart. Maybe that's why it wasn't going as fast as I thought it would. So that's fastest and that's fastest. Good. So what if we put you guys like this? Right. Boolean true. Check, check. Yeah. All right, so your click will be sneak 1 true. Sweet. And then your click will be sneak 1 true. And how's inferium income going now? Pretty good. Not bad. That might be enough, believe it or not. Now, are you guys managing to maintain the power needs here? I'm guessing you are. Yeah. Looks like he's doing all right. It's not too shabby. I think we're okay with that. I'm down with that. I think that's cool. Good deal. That's what I wanted, was a few extra silver seeds. There you go. And that'll make sure silver's coming in, and that should be good for our future Tesseract needs. So look, we are now producing inferium essence faster than we're using it. That's kind of where I wanted to get to. It's kind of nice that we're there at this point. So our crafting system can't really keep up with the Supremium coal. I'm down with that. I think that's cool. I mean, obviously, we could speed it up further, but, you know, with this thing kind of constantly running, it's kind of neat. I like it. And this one, see how fast it is? Much faster than the other process. Okay. Now I'm just thinking to myself, is there anything else I can do to really ramp this up? It's a good question. I'm going to have to think that one through. I wonder what would happen if I taught this thing how to make coal. Right? I could teach it how to make Supremium coal, right? And then what we could do, I think the slowdown is the fact that we're making 1 of these at a time. If I asked to make 5 at a time, would that be cool? So what if I put this in here, just for giggles, but made this a processing recipe? And said we get 5 Supremium coal from 5 coal and 10 Supremium. Right? Because now we have no choice but to make 5 at a time. That might be cool. Yeah? If you'd be so kind as to start crafting. Psst. This is the part where you craft. I might have moved the thing when it was in the middle of crafting anyway. Cancel. Yeah, I might have moved it when it was in the middle of crafting one, and I'm sure it did not appreciate that. Interesting. Not bad. So now it's making 5 Supremium coal at a time, right? Pretty cool. It's one way to go. I wonder if that's burning through my inferium faster than it's being produced. Because if it is, then we're cool, right? So if I'm watching it, right, it's making 5 at a time, which it's, you know, doing a good job of. I'm wondering if I should change up how this thing works a little bit more. Because what I could do is I could remove these guys. Both of them. Now, just bear with me on this. Because it's a nuance of how this mod works. But what we could do... It's 4 stacks per Supremium essence. No, I don't think that'll work. No, I don't think that'll work. I think we need to keep it the way it is. Yeah, I was going to say, like, maybe we could have it just directly craft into it. Like, basically skip the step of, you know, inserting stuff, but no. I don't think that's a good call. I think the way we're doing it right now is the best. We could always amp it up a little bit, you know, make it 10 at a time or something like that, but meh. Long story short, we're doing okay here. Alright, so have you made it? Yeah, so you have a long way to go. We just need so many of these. And I mean, so many. Supremium coal is really... This is the one that's, like, the longest. The other two are pretty long as well, the Tesseracts and the Wyverns, but, like... This one's tough, man. You know, a lot of these other ones, we've got at least large numbers of. These two are where it's at in terms of the pain. You know, some of them are not as bad as others, right? Blazing capacitors are also a slower one because we're waiting for the crafting capacity, right? But, I mean, incapacitators for some reason are slow. What are you waiting on? I have no idea, to be honest with you. You should just be going like crazy. Maybe something stuck somewhere. Anyway, the point is, coming along nicely. There we go. Cool. One other thing, and I think a couple people commented on this, I tested killing the Wither doesn't drop Supremium Essence. Tested that, it does not. Usually it has in the past. For some reason the Wither in this pack is not dropping the Supremium Essence. Because that would be another way to get Supremium, but I'm just not seeing any other good way to get copious amounts of this stuff, unless I'm missing something. We can make blocks at a time, that's kind of cool. I was unaware that that was a thing. That's kind of cool. I might want to look into that. That might be worth looking into. So if I said 4 blocks become 1 block, right? So what we could do... We could get inferium blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, but 64 of each. Cool. And then we could just teach you how to make these real quick. Which, because they're going into a netherite crafter, should be very quick. Okay. Follow me along in this. And then if we said, if we wanted to craft it all in one, right, what we could do is we could say 4 inferium blocks would make 1 supremium block, which is 9 dust. So we'd want 8 of these plus 9 coal would yield 9 supremium coal. Yes? That might be a way to go. Let's try that. What happens if I do that? Is he all kinds of gummed up? Because he maybe had some stuck? Yeah, he did. So what we want to do is take our supremium blocks that might have been yes, they should be instead internal. And then the essence should also, and then that should be external. Cool. That's kind of neat, right? You see that? That's kind of neat. I like that. I should replace these things, but yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna put you in slow mode. That should be faster. Well, you can stay there. Let's forget all you guys. Let's remember. And then I want you, remember. I'd like you to be there, so forget remember. And then do we have, can I do this real quick? I want you on to activate, and then what I'm going to do is set you to remember that. Cool. And then put you back in fast mode. That looks pretty good. It's a little bit messy. It's a little bit messy, but meh, it'll be fine. Oh, that's cool. I can shift click them to forget. Okay, that's neat. That works. Remember. Remember me. That's all I can think of when I hit the remember button. All right, that's a lot faster of a crafting process, right? That should craft a lot quicker. We're waiting until we get whatever number it is, but it's around 5,000-ish inferium essence, and then we can craft all that. I feel like that is a much faster way to craft this stuff. And then I'm going to say we don't need this no more. Let's forget this pattern. Now, the only other problem would be that we no longer have a pattern here that does inferium essence, and we should put that back. So let me go, or supremium essence, right? We should remember how to make this. So it's realistically going to be a processing recipe. One of these. And 4 of these. Cool. I think that's neat. I think that's a lot more efficient way to go. So I'm down with that. Right? So we just made a dedicated Supremium coal crafter using blocks at a time, right? It throws all the inferium blocks in there that it needs, which is 8 of them. So 8 stacks of inferium blocks turn into 18 Supremium coal. That's pretty cool. And once we have enough inferium essence, we should be good. Now, are you, like, making a bunch of stuff here? Did I do something silly? I don't think so. I think you're cool. Yeah, Crafter Tier 3 is the only place I knows how to make that. So where's all my inferium essence going? Oh, no, we're good. We're good. It's back up to... Yeah, nice. All right, cool. Definitely cool. Yeah, so once we hit about 5,000 inferium essence, right? So I forget exactly the numbers here. It tells me if I mouse over it, right? 512 inferium blocks. So 512 times 9. So about 5,000, right? 4,500-ish. And then we should see this guy craft. Yep, he was going. Nice. All right, cool. Much better. So just trying to ramp up things at this point. It's just like, how much faster can I make stuff? That's really the question. All right, let's amp it up a little bit more. So both of you are set to fastest and fastest. This guy should be set to all receive. Perfect. Cool. So you're receiving energy. You are charging these bad boys. You're going to do this and this. And then you're going to click, sneak, 1, true. And you're going to click, sneak, 1, true. Sweet. Now, inferium should be coming in that much faster. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Seen better. Also seen worse. Where's my diamond? I feel like I need more diamond seeds coming in here. And this guy I'm going to replace with diamond seeds now because I've got so much tick acceleration going on with the inferium that I think we'll be fine. Diamond is where I tend to struggle for my wyvern cores. Draconium might also need to be amped up in a similar manner, but I might amp up Draconium this way. We'll see. We'll see. And how are the Tesseracts coming along? Gold and also missing silver. You know why? Because I didn't teach it how to turn silver essence into silver. There you are, buddy. Now we should have Tesseracts back up and running. At some point. We're missing gold still. Gold also needs to be on the fast list. It's gold, diamond, and draconium at this point. And obviously inferium, right? So do we have our dude here? We do. Almost enough Supremium coal for our third. So here's the problem I see myself at, right? I let this game run for probably about 4 or 5 hours yesterday. And we almost have enough for our third Supremium, or our third ultimate singularity. Which, unfortunately... Ugh. So we need 4 ultimate singularities to make our first creative essence. And then we need 14 of those, plus 2 more, so 16. So we basically need a stack of singularities in order to make a stack plus 4 to make, right? Because we need 14 of these. Yeah. So that's going to be a thing. Because it's 4, and we need, yeah, 16 of them. So we need 16 creative essences in order to make this. So we need a stack of ultimate singularities. That's going to be a thing. What can we use creative essence for once we get our first one? We can get molten essence of creativity, right? We can use it to get that thing eventually. We can also use it to get a creative bin. But that also needs creative storage upgrades. We can use it to get the chemical tank. Infinite mana, it looks like. creative fluid storage disk, creative activation crystal, creative storage disk. That also needs this guy though, right? Creative ME cell, which needs the vending upgrade. He can turn into that, he can turn into that, and he can turn into that. That's about it? Yeah, so really... Now what's the liquid used for? It's used to make these things in large, copious amounts. And then it's used to fill up these tanks, make more of itself. So I mean, so here's the deal. Once we get the creative fluid tank, then we have unlimited creative essences, right? But we still need a stack of them. And then the chemical tank, we can make more creative fluid tanks relatively easily at that point. Because once we have our first creative fluid tank, we can have unlimited molten essence of creativity, right? So that also gives us unlimited creative essence, right? But we still need lots of singularities. We need a little over a stack to get to that point. And then from that point on, we don't need any singularities for this. We'll need a couple ultimate singularities to get to this point. And then this guy, yeah, so we still need about, in order to get to the point where we can have creative stuff, we need a stack plus of ultimate singularities. So let's check it out. I think we're ready to craft another ultimate singularity. I should have really gotten around to, but I didn't automate. Let's see, give me this. If you click fast enough, you're quicker than the, you're quicker. All right, so here's my question. If I got tiny TNT again, all my crafting machines up there are busy doing other things too. It sucks. It sucks how fast or how long it takes to make things anymore. And then, I mean, obviously I could make more machines, right? And then ender pearl dust. I'm guessing my crusher's occupied. I should see if I can upgrade it. I don't know. It might not even be the highest tier, right? I could probably tier upgrade it. And then we have a lever still. Good. Sweet. Now the question that I have for you all is, do these count in, or are they different NBT? And it's going to get confused. Ha ha ha! Quantum entangled singularity is different NBT. So that's annoying. I'm pretty sure if I remember, these guys have like a unique identifier applied to them. And remember, because this is a processing upgrade, I can't, unfortunately, tell it to be fuzzy, which totally sucks. But most of these should fill back in now, except the 3 troublemakers that are usually troublemakers. So everything's there and working. To no one's great surprise, the 3 troublemakers are still troublemakers. But everything else seems to be in pretty good order. I mean, not that I have an unlimited amount of everything else. Like, we're still short some things. Like, the Capacitato is being weird. He doesn't want to autocraft for some reason, and I don't know why. I don't know why that would be. I haven't quite figured that one out. Are you filling up? You are. You bum. I specifically put you there because I didn't want you to fill up. I thought I turned off charge. Charger disabled. Cool. Can you even go in here, Capacitato? No, you don't even like that. Okay. Let's trash you real quick. Make another one. Yeah, for some reason this Capacitato does not want to behave itself. Now, I don't want you charging anything because I want to do that. I'd love it if he would just auto-craft for me, but he just doesn't want to, does he? What I might do is set up an RF crafter for it. Something somewhere is getting fuzzy with NBT. That's my only explanation for why it's not working. Because I can manually craft these, and what will happen is the ones I request go in here. Right? Once it actually crafts. It's waiting for smelting. Yeah. So, we'll figure it out. Let me come back next episode, and I'm going to see if I can come up with a way to speed up the ultimate singularity process. Because we've got 3, we need 65 more. Darryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.